Hello.
Hello, Dean. You're a stupid head.
Homer, is that you?
Ah!
Hey there, Dean here, again playing some more Magic the Gathering Arena, Brawl. Today I'm going to be piloting Jolrael, Mwonvuli recluse. Shoutouts to No Light Me Tangier for requesting this video. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Now on with the games. Okay, so I'm going to go through the deck now. Basically, I tried to build it as low to the ground as possible, everything have as cheap a mana cost as possible to play as many things quickly as possible, with a couple of exceptions of course, but they're really too good not to put in. So, to begin with, in order to make the most out of Jolrael, I want to be drawing a second card at least every turn so you can generate that cat token. So in order to do that, I've included as many things as I can to help you draw that second card. Most of the creatures will help you do that, and there's a few utility ways of doing it as well. So we've got Spear Supplies, Tome of Legends, Golden Egg, Generous Stray, Sky Scanner, Garruk's Uprising, and Bonder's Enclave, which will help you draw cards. We also have Oakhame, Adversary, Keeper of Fables, and Elder Gargaroth. Some of those creatures, of course, were cats, which is important. I'll come back to that later. Now, in terms of ramp, we've got Cultivate, got Migration Path, which could also cycle if you didn't need to, which would draw you a card. Lotus Cobra and Azusa Lost but Seeking. Technically not ramp, but they help you get to places where you need to be. A Shire, who as well as ramping can be a massive creature. Nyxbloom Ancient, which helps you ramp even quickly, especially with a Shire, makes all of your creatures tap for 3 mana, which is pretty crazy. And Vastwood Surge, which helps pump all of your creatures when you've got as many tokens as you possibly can get. We've also got a few things which cross over into both ramp and card draw at the same time. For example, Llanowar Visionary, Scale the Heights, Solemn Simulacrum, First Iroran Games, and the Great Henge. Now let's move on to removal. So we have Wilt, which can get rid of a enchantment or artifact. Again, it can cycle it to draw a card if you don't need to do that. We have Kenrith Transformation, which helps get rid of a creature and also draws you that card. We have Rabid Bite, just so you can get rid of a big creature with one of your own. Primal Might does the same thing. And Feline Sovereign, which not only helps get rid of enchantments on artifacts, but also pumps all of your cats, which is why it's important to have a few cats in the creatures that we had before previously. Unfortunately, in the format, there isn't a lot of protection that's really very valid at the moment, so the only two that I've included here are the Mirror Shield and Heroic Intervention. Now, in terms of utility, we have Shadow Spear, which can gain you some life back. We have Adventurer Weight, which can draw you a creature or draw you an additional card if you have enough creatures already. Nylia the Keen-Eyed, which reduces the cost of all of your creatures, including your commander from the command zone if you need to recast it. We have Citizen Training, which gives one of your big creatures trample and draws you a card as well. This is particularly good when put on Ashea. And also we have Scavenging Ooze, which can get rid of anything out of the opponent's graveyard which might be a problem or tends to come back again. We also have Lithiform Engine, which is particularly useful because it can double any of your creatures that come into the battlefield, or if necessary, double the trigger on Jolrael, meaning you can get 2 cats per turn rather than 1. Extremely useful in Brawl. Lastly, we come to Return of the Wild Speaker, which is probably one of the best cards in the deck. It can draw you that important card, well, several cards, to get you to that cat token, but it can also pump all of your non-human creatures, which is the majority of them, which will protect against any kind of removal or just a big swing to finish off your opponent. I wanted to give a final analysis and breakdown of how good Jolrael is and give some pros and cons. So in terms of pros, she's very cheap in terms of mana cost, so she can be cast repeatedly from the command zone quite easily, and she also makes cat tokens, which obviously are very cute. But in terms of cons, her first ability can only trigger once per turn, obviously on your opponent's turn as well, unless you have the Lithiform Engine out, which is only 1 card in 60, so unlikely to happen. Very easily to remove with only having 2 toughness. She'll die very quickly unless you pump her, and it's pretty difficult to go wide in mono green with no token doublers that are in the format much at the moment. So unless you're playing Commander and going outside of Brawl, there is better support there, so it might be better as a Commander General, because you have things like Primal Vigor, Doubling Season, and Parallel Lives, which obviously would double your tokens even further. So overall, I would say Jolrael, she's good, but she's just not good enough to put up against most of the other generals that people are playing in Brawl at the moment. There's just too many other good ones out there that are probably just a lot stronger. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed my content and would like to see more of this, or maybe something different, please support my channel by subscribing, giving a like, or writing a comment. Just help out the little guy. Thanks.